Yes, I'm gonna do a story about Captain S. Got a problem with that? Too bad. The story's called Captain S, or Captain Sega, or Our Hero Captain Sega. That is the name of the story. Our Hero Captain Sega. Ugh, fail. Alright. What happens? It's been like a year now ever since that last episode of Captain S. But if you want to know what happened, then watch the freaking series. This is pretty much like a continuation in my perspective. Like, my perspective. Like, alright. Wakes up. Like, haven't played this in a while. Looks at a Sega Genesis, picks up a controller, starts playing the game. And what is he playing? He's playing Double Dragon or Sonic the Hedgehog. Actually, yeah, he's playing Sonic the Hedgehog because that's what he played in his first video. So he's playing Sonic. He's playing Sonic. He's playing Sonic. Okay, he's going out with Becky. So remember, Becky comes over. It's like, hey, can I play? It's like, oh, well, go ahead. You can be Tails. It's like, but Tails doesn't do anything. He shrugs his shoulders like, oh well, we'll just play in 2-player mode. Plays 2-player mode. Everything seems honest. So he's like, so Chad, today's the anniversary when you beat Game Genie. Yep. And I got this thing all out just to celebrate. And then he drinks the root beer. Because he's already got a root beer out. Oh, I'm so bad. Whatever. So the head pops up on the screen and they're like, hey! And then it's like, great news, Captain S. Today is the anniversary of that where you beaten Game Genie. It's like, yes, we just talked about that. Now can you please put our game back on? No. Sure. Sweet. The game comes back on. And Lunk comes in. It's like, hey Chad, door was open. Coming in. Hops in between them. It's like, who? Can I play? It's like, sorry, it's only 2-player. You should know that. It's like, oh yeah. So they're playing a game, and then out the window, here comes, like, what looks like a squirrel. It's like, huh? Why is there a squirrel here? And then Captain S gets like this flash of what happened back at the past. And then he sees what happened on the last episode after the credits. And then he falls onto the floor. Lunk and Becky help him onto the couch. It's like, oh, well, what happened? And it's like, I don't know. Something tells me that it's gonna have to do with something that we're gonna have to do sometime later. Lunk's like, huh. Well, whatever it is, let's get back to playing. They get back to playing, and then that scene ends. End of scene. You're supposed to be visualizing this into your head, actually. Okay? People. Whatever. Okay. Next scene, which is kind of like chapter 2. It's going to be 2 chapters on a video. This is video 1. So chapter 1's already done. And this is chapter 2. They go get shakes. And they meet Lunk's girlfriend, Stacy. So they run to Stacy and they're like, hey guys, what's been going on? Hey Chad, you remember? And then he says, I know, Game Genie gone. It's been like a year now. And then Becky explains like what happened earlier. Yeah, Chad just had like a spaz attack in his living room. And so he's like, you think it's got anything to do with what happened years ago? Like 1 year ago? It happened 1 year ago. And Lunk's like, not sure. We better keep our eye out just in case. And then Chad's like, relax, relax. Game Genie's gone. What could happen? And then, like, a bunch of Koopa and Goombas from Super Mario World. And they have, like, controllers in their hands. And they capture Captain S. And then and everybody else. And then they wake up. And then Chad wakes up. Knock, knock, knock on Chad's door. He answers it. And it's Becky. Becky's like, hey Chad, today's the anniversary of when you defeated Game Genie. And then Chad explains his dream. I just had this weirdest dream where we were being attacked by Nintendo characters. Becky says, relax, relax. Game Genie's gone. Nest is taken care of. I mean, what could happen? Rumble, rumble, rumble. There goes an earthquake. My sound effects suck. It doesn't matter. Okay, an earthquake starts happening. Well, it's kind of like an earthquake, like a mini earthquake, and then it just stops, like, all of a sudden. It's like, what the clack was that? And they run downstairs, and then they see a giant Nintendo, and then they see, well, not a giant Nintendo. Like a regular size Super Nintendo Entertainment System right out in their front door. Chad picks it up. It's like, ugh. Oh, well, what do I do with this? Let's find out. They opened it up because they wanted to study it. It's like, let's find out. We should be able to open it up and study it and see if there's anything wrong with it. Maybe that might what to do. That might have to do something with the miniature earthquake and your nightmares. And then the scene ends because, well, it's not like a scene. I meant like chapters. When I say scenes, I mean chapters. Okay, whatever. Coming up next, they dissect the SNES. And Lunk arrives, and they find something strange inside the SNES. Can you figure out what it is? Find out next, what is it? Wednesday, next Wednesday. Oh god, I can't wait. Yes, I will be giving this to PBC Productions so they can use this as ideas. So if you guys at PBC Productions decide to bring Captain S back and have him in a movie like mine, or a little special, or whatever it is, please feel free to. Please and thank you.